Hey guys, it's Generalkidd. How's everyone doing? Welcome to our first video of 2018, and we're gonna start 2018 kind of small. Something simple and easy to do. Just a little relaxing, I guess, that anybody can try out. But what we're gonna doing is what I'm calling the raining turrets glitch. So, to do this, obviously you need turrets on the map, and you need to be able to spawn a flag. And you could technically do this in custom games as well, but I'm doing it in Forge just to make it easier. So before we get started, one interesting thing to note is that if you hold the flag and you get inside a vehicle that's not the passenger seat, you can actually still hold it in the driver's seat and the turret as well. Now in matchmaking, like arena, custom capture the flag games, you actually can't do this because you'll drop the flag. But that's actually a setting that you could turn off. You can set it to that you could still hold the flag while driving a vehicle or using a turret. And in Forge, by default, you can also hold the flag while getting into a vehicle. Now, if you do that with a turret, you get on it with the flag, and then you rip it off, at first glance, it seems like the turret just disappeared. You don't hold the turret at all. But what actually happens is that when you rip it off, the turret spawns in midair and just drops back down. And it's actually a really odd glitch, and the first time I did this by accident, I didn't even realize where the turrets went, because my turrets would actually spawn somewhere else, and when I ripped them off, they spawned in the middle of the map. But that's basically it seems like that's where they spawn, like somewhere in the sky in the middle of the map. I think that's like the absolute center of the map, including the height and everything. I'm not entirely sure, but that seems to be like where it spawns, and it has to be the flag. If you do it with any other objective weapon, like the skull or the ball, you don't drop them when you get on the turret, but when you rip the turret off, the turret just lands right next to you. But for some reason, when you do it with the flag, it causes the turrets to pretty much disappear and spawn in midair and drop back down. And again, I'm not exactly sure why it does that. Like, why it does that for the flag specifically. It's possible because you're dual wielding with the flag, and if you rip the turret off, I actually don't know. I don't really have an explanation, but what we did here just for fun is we set the turrets to respawn instantly or as fast as they could, and we kept ripping them off and making a huge pile of turrets over there. And yeah, we just wanted to see what happens if we make a huge pile of turrets. And eventually, after a while, when the pile is big enough, the turrets stop respawning, so you can't rip any more off. And as you can see, the frame rate suffers a lot with all these turrets here. But that's about it. There's a few minor glitches here and there, but you can't really overload the map this way. Only reduce the frame rate. If you want to actually overload the map, you gotta do the actual overload glitch that we have on our channel. But yeah, so that's what happens, and that's what we did for fun. Now, if you try this on a different map, it's the same thing, but it's not gonna spawn in the sky for every map. It's just gonna spawn in the absolute center of the map. At least that's what I believe it is. It could be just a random spawn point on a map set somewhere, but it seems like it's the absolute center of the map. It may not seem like the absolute center of gameplay, but in terms of the actual entire map, the entire space of the map, I believe that's the absolute center point of the map. From the very bottom of the map to the very top of the map. And like I said, I'm not just talking about what's in gameplay, but what's the entire map, including out of the map. So as you can see, we were thinking it would drop from the sky and land on the glass up top, but we are actually a little bit above the center of the map here. So the actual center of the map, where the turrets will spawn when you do this glitch, is actually underwater here, slightly underwater, right under where the railgun spawns on this map. So as you can see, the turrets are spawning over there and just dropping down to the bottom. So it seems like this is where the center of the map is. And yep, basically the same effect. Turrets just spawn there and drop down. And you could do the same glitches before on this map, but like I said, it doesn't overload the map or anything. But let me just get you up close so you could see exactly where the center of this map is. I don't know if knowing the center of the map is useful for any purpose at all, but if you're curious where the absolute center of the map is, then this would be a great way to find out where that center point is of the map. Because a lot of times it may not be where you expect it to be. But yeah, so just a very simple glitch here, and I hope you guys did find it to be somewhat interesting or pretty cool. But if you did enjoy this, make sure to leave a like and leave your thoughts in the comments. And we got a lot of cool things coming out soon, so do stay tuned and make sure to subscribe and click the notification icon so that you can stay up to date with those upcoming cool videos we got. But other than that, I will see you guys next time, and hope you guys have had a great New Year. So bye guys.